Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is hello, the lines. The scripture comes from Psalm 58 and 9. Before your pots can feel the heat of the thorns, whether they be green or dry, the wicked will be swept away. The righteous will be glad when they are avenged, when they dip their feet in the blood of the wicked. Then people will say, surely the righteous still are rewarded. Surely there is a God who judges the earth. Okay, so for somebody, you are waiting on God to handle a situation for you. God said, wait your turn. Okay, it is not to say it like that, but it's not time yet. We're not at the designated time. And like at this point in your life, there's still something that has to happen before what God does happens. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be constantly being oppressed by someone. There are times when God will remove us from the oppressor, but we are still waiting for vengeance. But you know, vengeance belongs to God. I feel like this message is also for somebody like, stop sitting around spending your life, like using your life um and your energy trying to see what God is going to do to whomever it is that hurts you. That's not a good way to spend your time, a good productive way to spend your time sitting around waiting on something bad to happen to someone. Not only is it not good because, it's a little bit evil, it's a little bit wicked to expect something bad to happen to someone, but also you are literally like you will be sitting there wasting your life, and the person could have already received whatever wrath God was going to send to them, but you didn't catch it because it's not what you're expecting. You're expecting it to be this big thing. You're expecting to see someone, like, this is for someone that is expecting to see someone destroyed, to see everything crumble, to see everything just crumble and burn behind something that they did. And God said that's not going to be. It's just not going to be. It's just like God has, God is a just judge. And of course, it depends on what this person did to you. I'm not defending nobody for doing wrong. I'm just being, how do you say it? Like, logical. Logically, if somebody gossiped about you, yes, it's wrong, yes, it's bad. I'm not defending them because I don't like it when people talk about me. It really, it irks me. It makes me upset. It makes me angry. um and this is for someone like that, possibly you're waiting on something to happen to someone and they are not deserving of what you want to happen. What you want to happen is a tad bit harsh, and what is going to actually happen to them is something that may go over your head, but it will affect them in the same way that what they did to you affected you. It's not the same for everybody. We all different people. We all hold things to a certain standard. Some people may be more concerned with their reputation, whereas someone else may be more concerned with what they own and what they have. Somebody else may be more concerned with the relationship status. Somebody else may be more concerned. Like, everybody is different. That's just like even with jobs. Like, um, somebody gets you fired from your job, and you're waiting on them to get fired, but they could possibly not have a job that they could get fired from. Um, they could also, like, someone that is doing their own thing, or you're expecting someone to, like, you're expecting something to happen to someone and it's not worthy of what happened. because it could possibly be with the job thing. I feel like God is saying that this person did not exactly cause you to lose your job. It felt that way to you because of the way things happen, but in reality, they possibly, yeah, they could have been saying certain things, or they could have been um being a certain kind of way. Maybe you feel as though this person pulls you into trouble, but God is saying they didn't force you to do anything. They didn't force you to come with them. They didn't force you to go and partake on whatever trouble it is you found yourself in. Or it's a situation to where you feel like this person was going around telling people what you were doing. But I just feel like it's a situation where the person who is mad about people finding out what they were doing, it was wrong anyways. And it's almost like you probably, if you were lenient and you know did something willy-nilly, whatever it is around this certain person, you can't, I assume, I feel like this is for somebody that been doing wrong, and they do wrong around anybody and everybody. And by doing wrong, I mean like not really big stuff, but I'm just thinking about how like like uh like taking an extra long break, and not taking an extra long break and you just clock in and you fall in line, but you take an extra long break, and after you take that break, you start telling everybody where you went and what you did and how you did it. I remember when I was working at this one place, there was a bar right around the corner. Okay. And some of the ladies, actually a couple of bars, and some of the ladies would go on break and go drink. And in reality, it's just not a smart choice, just what we were doing. But you know, they got in trouble for it, but it was a situation to where nobody was forcing anybody to do anything, so nobody could get mad at the other person per se for their actions. You can't get mad that you did it with that person. You can't get mad that you didn't do it by yourself. You can't get mad that they opened their mouth and they said something. But in reality, God is saying that your decision is what you need to really think about, instead of you focusing on, oh, they did this to me, they got me fired, they caused me to lose my job. Your decision is what caused you to lose that job, and that doesn't mean that they're gonna go unpunished for what they did, but you have to think about it. What they did, is it really on the level of they should be fired? Were they talking to a superior, or were they talking to another person who they thought wouldn't say anything that went and said something? Or it's like God looks at all the little details, and I feel like somebody is not looking at all the details and is expecting this big bang bam to happen to somebody, or for somebody to be miserable for the rest of their life, or for somebody to be in torment or distraught, or whatever it is that this person has going on in their minds. They think that someone else deserves that, and God says no. Okay. And God says no, I judge this according to the actions, according to the works, according to what happened. you know um I just feel like there's somebody that is accusing someone of something really big, and their part in it was smaller than what is being you know made out to be. Long story short, they didn't really play this big part that this person is trying to make it out to be. But yeah, it is what it is. In reality, God is saying that you need to move on. You need to move forward. You need to forgive this person for whatever it is that they did. And it doesn't mean that you have to forget it. But don't be so focused on them and what God is doing to them that you are not able to focus on on you and what God is doing for you. Okay, that's the message. Thank you guys. Don't become obsessed with trying to see someone be punished, because what you want to happen to them may very well be complete opposite of what God has planned for them, because God has us all plans for all of us, and in reality, nobody is perfect. So I just feel like this is for somebody that is being very hard on someone that did something to them, and they may quite well be deserving of seeing God's wrath. But what you have in store for them is not what God has in store for them. And if you were to try to enact this on your own, it would not work. God said no to that, okay? God has the punishment that is in store for this person, and it is not going to be the kind of punishment that someone is expecting. They don't deserve that. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.